Okay, we are live. I need to. Well, that is stuttering like crazy, that light. Holy moly. There we go. Hello. I gotta share the stream first because I don't want to be a noob. That would not be good. Okay, let me share this out to the Twitters. And we'll be all good to go. Okay. Here we go. I think it's gonna be shared soon. So how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys' day is doing well. For once I'm on time. It's 4:29. I am like a minute ahead of schedule. What's going on with me today? Oh my goodness gracious. I love it. Okay, let's tweet that bad boy out. And we're good to go. Yes. Okay. All right, we're good to go. We're good to go. Mountain Dew. We're fine. We're fabulous. We're working. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm looking at Chad. The camera's over here. I gotta pay attention to the screen. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. Okay. Is it going to send? It didn't send yet. What? That's poopy. Oh, now it sent. Okay. Right, right, right as I'm doing stuff. Right as I'm doing stuff, it just sends. Okay. Wait, do I have my phone here? Where's? Oh, it's over there. Okay, it's right over here. I just need to make sure that it sends. Hey, what's going on, Vic? Welcome to the stream. How are you today, good sir? I hope you're well. I just need to make sure that the tweet sent notifying people that I am here. So we're just gonna talk about a lot of just chill, random stuff tonight. It's going to be one of those nights of where I'm going to be talking about E3, and we're going to just get your guys' feedback on that before I post my review on said E3. Pretty good. We'll be in search of food soon. Oh, same here. Same here. I'm gonna be only streaming for an hour today since I'm doing an earlier stream. It's 4:30 right now, so I'm gonna be only streaming for until 5:30. But I have notes. Where are my notes? I have notes. I got the notes that we're gonna be going over right now. Okay, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna get more of your guys' thoughts. What's gonna happen? It's one of those things where like I did the review for this and I didn't anticipate how big this event would be, especially this year, considering the fact that COVID is still a thing and everything was done in permitting of COVID. Hey Peter, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope everybody is well. We're going to wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we are going to start discussing E3. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to have you guys ask any questions or anything like that that you may have, and then we're going to get into the nitty gritty of the outline. I'm not going to show you guys the article because I just recorded that video a couple of hours ago. So you guys will see that video tomorrow afternoon at 12 p.m. EST. And then I have a second video coming out of my review of the trailer for Elden Rings. I just recorded that trailer too, and that trailer, it wasn't. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Elden Rings, especially the first trailer. The first trailer, it was interesting, but just not a fan in general. Yeah. I know. I saw the notification about your article and thought, I'll read that later. I forgot. No, you're good. I'm not going to be reading any of the article here. I'm just going to be going over the outline of the notes that I took for the entirety of E3. E3 was exhausting. Okay, I'm not going to lie. E3 was absolutely exhausting. Like, it's one of those things of where, like, I loved it, but also what's going on? Microsoft had one of the best shows I think I've seen in years. It had one of the best shows. Like I absolutely loved Bethesda, Microsoft joining Bethesda's team, or actually Bethesda being under the how should I put this elegantly? The studio-esque wings, mechanic-esque wings, if you will. I don't know. The mechanical-esque wings of Microsoft. That was just brilliant. I loved the fact that they did that. I love the fact that they joined forces and are now one. The one thing that I really like is Rainbow Six Extraction. I can't get that out of my head. The trailer for that was sick. It was so good. It was really, really good. What's E3? It's a event. It's a gaming event that happens every summer, and it's been going on since 1995. It's where they showcase all the latest games and technology, and this year they had it for free for everyone. So the Bill Gates World Domination Team. Bill Gates, you see, that's the thing. Like, I don't like Bill Gates, but I can have respect for some of the things that he's done and everything like that. For the stuff, for the money that he's donated to charity, but I don't like him as a person. Hey, Andrew, how are you? You're able to make it. How have you been? How's life? How's everything like that? If you guys have noticed, I changed up where the camera is because I switched everything over. It was okay. Can I just say it was a pain in my freaking butt to move everything over, even though I managed to hook things up a lot faster. I think it was my record time. Like in an hour, I was able to hook everything back up again. But it was one of the most frustrating things because it's like I am redoing this computer, hopefully at some point. We already have the fan. There's a new fan in town. Okay. Really excited about this. It's a whopping 750 watts. It's unbelievable. Um, but yeah, back to E3. Rocksmith, that was a thing, but Rocksmith, that was just an app. Like okay, one thing I don't understand is all these like guitar learning apps and everything like that, like ultimatetabs.com, that was where we all went to get our guitar music and everything. Yeah, no, often I get to see live stream slightly nervous about it. It's been so long. Well, listen, you don't have to be nervous about anything. It's just a little old me. So that's cool. I played early 2000s. Don't mind me. Hey, I love early 2000s games. So you are more than welcome to fangirl here anytime about early 2000s games. You get new fans every day. Oh, gosh, you always get fan. The way that you two were in sync with that. Oh my god. Not a big fan of mobile gaming, but it makes some money, so they will create the market. This one, okay, so Rocksmith wasn't necessarily like it's a combination of both mobile and console gaming because I think you can have the app on your console as well. But yeah, no, I mean like I'm this way that way about mobile gaming. I used to say that it wasn't gaming, but actually it is technically gaming because if you think about it, the Nintendo Switch is somewhat mobile, and that's considered mobile gaming to a degree, maybe. Hey, what's going on, Max? How are you over here? I've got adrenaline shots being tripped by Ivy, so it's all good. Who needs sleep? Oh no, please, Max, get sleep, get sleep. Um, no, I think that game's G. What? What exactly were you trying to type out there, Chief? What exactly were you trying to type out there, dude? Let's see. Raiders Republic. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of that one. I saw the trailer, and it's just a bike riding game. So moving on. Tadra Call's song is in Just Dance, which, by the way, Just Dance. This is the first year that Just Dance is not going to be on the Wii. Sad face. Not really because the Wii was going downhill anyway. The Nintendo Switch has all of those games that were on there. Okay, about some hard friends. Yes, we had a very long discussion about the mobile gaming not game. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that conversation, believe it or not, because it opened my eyes to a lot. Let's see, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, bug fixes, one-handed sword play, or as some say, sword play. The Siege of Paris is going to be coming in the summer. It's a new DLC that expands the world and Eivor's adventures and everything. You think games are harder now? Huh, I think the exact opposite. I think they got easier. I think they got piss easier. Like for me personally, like if I go into a game now, it's so predictable what they're gonna do. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been working with games for so long that it's just like, oh, that's gonna be there and that enemy's gonna do that, and then this enemy. This is why I don't like Elden Rings. This is exactly why I said in the trailer review that it's all so similar. Everything that is in these games nowadays is so similar. What's so okay, I'm going to go a bit of a rant right now, but what's so special about E3 that they really brought to the table? Nothing. Nothing except for Redfall. Except for the education stuff that they're bringing to Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Final Fantasy VI. There was nothing. Everything is predictable. All the games, there's no new IPs, there's no train of thought that allows for really good thinking. Like, that's the biggest issue that I have with a lot of games nowadays. It's like you can predict so much of it unless it has a really good story, like Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. That was incredible. That was so good. You'll hear everybody talking about that, and that was a really, really amazing IP, okay? Let's see. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? A milkshake. Max, I will ban you. Not often I get to change someone's mind about something. No, it's a really cool thing. D'Angelo Firestar, hey, what's going on? Greetings, hello, hello. Not a fan of that game at all. Oh, you mean Elder Rings? I'm not. I haven't even played it yet, and I'm not even a fan. Oh man, retro games are still a lot harder. I got the OG Sonic for my Android yesterday, and my Oscar whip. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, that little maniac. Oh, yeah, games are a lot harder back in the day than they are now. There's a Borderlands movie that's coming out, and a game based on Avatar. It's ridiculous. The games suck some. Some. I have to wait until I play them to be able to really like grasp how they're doing it. Why is it called E3 again? You told me, but I forgot. It's Expo of the Big Three, so it's Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. You told me too much. Yeah, that's true. You are one of my good friends. We all know what happens when you put me and Elden Rings in the same sentence. I understand why you don't like the trailer now. I'll leave my thoughts until you guys see the trailer review tomorrow afternoon. I don't like it. It's all the same. It's repetitive nonsense, you know? Like, there were some character models that I liked, but in actuality, there was nothing that was unique about it at all whatsoever. Why is E3 so awkward? What's going on, Huss? E3 is awkward because there's nothing intellectually new. That's the thing. Like, you have Godfall. Godfall was one of those similar vibes to another game. You had Tribes of Midgar. Eh. The Gearbox showing was just it was just Xbox and Bethesda Day 2 had to be the best I saw out of E3. Besides the Razer showcase for the keynote that happens that night. Forza Horizon 5, Back for Blood, Starfield, Redfall, I can't wait to play. Looking forward to seeing how Microsoft handles all the exclusives, considering they're going more in Sony's direction now, and Sony is going more towards the putting everything on PC. So, what are your personal thoughts on Fallout 76? Awful. It's awful. There's so many bugs. I actually tried Fallout 76 once through a friend's account because I didn't want to buy it, and it's just awful. It's absolutely just horrible. What's your feeling on Stalker 2? Don't know anything about it, so I can't say. A lot of medieval sameness. Yeah, I mean, it's you gotta go see the cat for the stone. Gives you the stone, but wait, you can't take the stone yet because you have to go into the ruin of some elder schmagen brunnen bruja witch person that you need to get the secret password from, and open sesame. There you go. Retro games are the shit. Sonic series is just radio, just set radio future. Did you know that I was once gonna run Old McDonald? See. Oh my god. What about Fallout 4? Fallout 4, I don't like. I played at it briefly. I can't stand it. I despise Fallout 3 because of obvious reasons. If you don't know my opinions on Fallout 3 and you want them, you are in for a mouthful, sir. Ma'am. Whatever your preferred pronouns are. Yeah. With the Uncharted movie, I'm not exactly happy with the casting of Sully. I'm not happy with it either. I've seen enough of the game to know that that's not Sully. It's not the characters that we know. But I can't wait to play. I can't wait to play the game Uncharted. Looks really good. I want to hear Fallout 3 was the last Fallout. Fallout 3 was a disgrace. It was the first Fallout 3. It was actually, no, it was the first Fallout game I played. Do you guys really want me to go into this right now? Because I have a podcast that you guys can listen to, unless you want to hear me rant about Fallout 3. You're a dude? Okay. Cool, dude. Unless you want to hear me rant about Fallout 3 for a little bit because I pent up energy because this entire E3 this was amazing, but it was also bullshit. Because the thing is that I'm so proud of E3 for putting on a really amazing showcase and everything like that. But the games are just all the same. Fallout had racism, you know. Some of these games have sameness and it's boring to see, you know. You'll find the podcast. It wasn't titled like, you know, anything like spectacular. It was like the first part of it is why I don't like Fallout 3. Um, but yeah, just in a nutshell, I'll give you the abridged version. There's a shit ton of racism. The bugs are crappy. People didn't believe me about the bugs. I got nearly almost doxxed because I couldn't stand the game. And then it went to the point of where um, anytime that I give my opinion on Fallout 3, people will be like, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. Can't do that with Fallout 3. Watch me. Hey, what's going on, Nam? Welcome, welcome. Did you play a zombie game? I don't know what it's called. Are you talking about Resident Evil? For me, when it comes to Soulsborne games, Bloodborne and Sekiro were so successful, even more than word of mouth, actual loud praise from the people, because they brought new things to the table. Like Ari said, people need new flavors in their game. Exactly, exactly. Back for Blood, can't stand Back for Blood. I can't. I'm sorry. It's like everything else I've ever played. That's you just shoot the thing, it's dead, it's on the floor. It's like, oh my god, I'm dead. Like it's just you don't need brains to play that. You don't like you know. And also just to clarify, because I know I'm gonna have people asking me after this live stream goes up on like after it's done with the live. What do you mean by there being racism in Fallout 3? There was a black person who was called the knuckle dragger. The Chinese failsafe program. Hello, ring a bell, look it up. And then you got a poster that said, was referencing the Holocaust. You know, so yeah, it's bad when the bugs are not the worst part of the game. Exactly. What's more bad about what's what I was about to say? What's more worse? What's more bad about the game is the lack of understanding and just pure ignorance. I hate that zombie games have become a trivial and no real threat or scary at all. They're not scary. It's mundane trash. Like that's the thing of where like I will go there and say it's mundane trash because I've played so many different types of zombie games. They don't make it thrilling anymore. The only thrilling zombie game was Resident Evil 1 remake back in 2003. That was it. Let's see. Would you play Fallout 5 if that ever happened? No, never. I've had my fill with Fallout. I'm done with that series. I made a promise to you guys if they ever made a remake of Fallout 3 that I would play it. But no, nothing else. Until Dawn, I would definitely play Until Dawn. Be careful about being so aggressive. I am on one today, okay? Listen, so many people are like, people don't think. A lot of people really don't think. Sekiro about a huge style of combat with great characters, a beautiful world, and an actually really, really well done storyline. Yeah, exactly. Skyrim. Not too interested in playing Skyrim. I feel like I just play it to review it. That way, there's a like an unbiased opinion because everybody loves that game to the death, and I kind of want to be the person that's bringing reality to the table. The fact of the matter is that people get triggered too easily, and it annoys the living hell out of me because it's like, for example, I know when I publish the video about me talking about Elden Rings, somebody will have something to say. Just like people are saying that I'm an idiot on my comment section for reviewing Warpath the way that I am from an editing perspective and all that kind of stuff, and just a gaming perspective the way I normally do. So I have people calling me an idiot in different languages, and that's supposed to be okay? No, it's not. So whenever I review something, it's not okay the names that people call me, but it means I'm getting somewhere in their mental state of mind because it's planting the seed, and that's good. Skyrim has a black mark now. It does. It does. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really want to play it. No, it's not Resident Evil. It's a game where you shoot the zombies from a window. Like every zombie game ever. Let's see. Skyrim Elder Scrolls. No, I don't want to go into it, but I have just disliking for the people who worked on Skyrim. For those of you who know, you know. I don't have to go into it. I never finished Oblivion. However, I wish there was a multiplayer aspect to these Skyrim titles and not the silly MMO version. I never played an MMO. I saw them. I just knew from the looks of it that would be my taste. But I do mention in my Final Fantasy review that I would try the Final Fantasy MMO just to see what it's like. So who knows? Maybe I'll like it. Uh, Seeing as you have a new appreciation of mobile games, hipsters, or any that you fancy trying out, I want to try the mobile version of Genshin Impact because that's also a mobile game as well as a desktop. A desktop game. I can't talk. So I definitely want to try that. I love when day games don't keep me grounded, especially because I get enough of being ground bound by the laws of physics and reality. It's just silly to me. I'm sorry. Why does it bother you? Like reality is reality. Like it's not supposed to be something that's a terrible thing. I wish Skyrim Oblivion had bigger graphics, like they made a remake of it. As long as they have some different people working on it, then maybe. Let's see. It was Fallout 76 that made me look back at past Bethesda games and actually say to myself, are they really as good as they are? And honestly, realize they aren't. What's Skyrim? Skyrim is it's a video game. No, I sound like such a bitch. I'm sorry. Skyrim is another medieval fantasy game that is exactly the same as Elder Scrolls. Exactly the same as not Elder Scrolls. What's it called? Now I'm blanking on the freaking name. Holy moly! What's the name of that again? What is the name of that? Hold on a second. Now I need to look it up. No, autocorrect. Elden Ring. That's it. Let's see. Easy using. Because I don't like to feel powerless and vulnerable, especially the things I can't control. That's life. Unfortunately, that is life. So sorry about that. Where have you been living under a rock? Let's see, Dark Souls. I mean, I would play it, but I would much rather play Bloodborne. To be completely honest with you, my nephew played that same game before. Interesting. Hi, love devils. See what's going on. I don't know. How are you? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? My favorite MMO is DC Universe Online. Even to this day, DC Universe Online. That's awesome. That's really cool. Elder Scrolls. No, there was another one. Hold on 1 second. Oh, somebody's message got deleted. Damn, what did you say that you got your message deleted by the mod masters? Oof. If I remember correctly, didn't someone mod Skyrim to actually boost the graphics? It was called SMIM, Static Mesh Improvement Mod. Yep, exactly. Do you Madden EA Sports? Nope, can't stand those games. Boring, repetitive, nonsensical to me. I edit people's videos who do sports games and everything like that. I can edit the videos, but if I tried to play it, I would be bored to death. So I never played Dark Souls. I would like to try it myself. From what I've heard, the bosses are very tough. Yeah, Dark Souls is known as a very difficult game, and that's actually pretty good. I can't talk tonight. It's pretty good because I love difficult games. So, but when I review a game, I like to go in easy first and then go in more difficult. That way, I have a chance to like get acclimated to the surroundings. Oh, you retracted your comment because of me. Okay, I was like, wait a second, did your comment get deleted from my Oh man. That was done by a fan for free, showing how lazy Bethesda is. I mean, the thing is that Bethesda got so incredibly lazy that they actually had their fans mod their games for them. Hence, why Fallout 3 was complete crap because it wasn't the modded. I wasn't playing a modded version of it. It was if it were modded on Xbox, then I probably would have had a little bit of an easier time playing it. But I'm like, no, I need to see this through to the bitter end. I need to see it through. Oh man. Yeah, all the sports games get reskinned every year. Gaming theft. It's not just that. It's the fact of the matter that where's the uniqueness with it? That's what I want. I want to see some uniqueness. There's so much like. Uh, there's so much redone. There's so much like trying to rename the wheel and everything. It's just it gets ridiculous. I meant to say that my favorite MMO, even to this day, is DC Universe. Ah, okay. Are lazy. They make it. That's actually not true. Devs are not lazy. There are some devs that want to just do it for the money and everything like that, but that's not all. So I feel like that's very unfair to say that devs are lazy. I'm actually working on becoming a game developer myself because I'm learning C hashtag code. So no, devs are anything but lazy. That's not nice to say. Let's see, if I remember right, Bethesda actually used ideas for mods on Elder Scrolls 4 for Elder Scrolls 5 and 6. I mean, there's always the recycling of assets. You can't get away from that. There's always going to be recycling of assets no matter what. But to the extent that Bethesda does it, I feel like it's a little bit much. A little bit much. Oh, your internet's being crappy. That's not good. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Have you heard of a Genesis Alpha 1? I'm not. Not at all. Is it good? Is it something you like? No, devs aren't lazy. That's why I defend CD Projekt Red's devs because they're the ones who worked themselves to the bone to make what we got. And when shit hit the fan, they took the brunt of it. Exactly. And it's unfair because it's like that game, Cyberpunk 2077, that is a freaking masterpiece. I was about to say the other F word, but it's a masterpiece. Okay. I would suggest not anyone call you names get to you. You're very intelligent, regardless of what anyone tells. I mean, yeah, it's a good when you say it, but in practice, it's a little a little more difficult. But I appreciate that. It's pretty good. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Oh gosh, I almost dropped my cup. This is the only Mountain Dew I drink, by the way. It is so good. Baja Blast is like the only one that exists to me. It's somewhat similar to Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was, oh God, that was such a fun experience. My gosh, if I could erase my memory of like playing that game for the first time, that's a game I would want to re-experience. It was really amazing. And my final thoughts on Bethesda: they have racist content. Honestly, no. But if you guys look at the first part of Fallout 3 with the mayor of Megaton, you'll see what I mean. So, um, we still need to go through over this. Oh yeah, they speaking of Fallout, they announced Fallout 76 Steel Rain. Whoop de doo. Um, no offense to Xbox crowd, sorry, Harry, but I don't really feel there is a loss with them going to exclusive on Xbox. It's not that it's a loss, but I feel like it's going backwards a bit, to be honest with you. I guess I was not being specific. Yes, the dev put in the work, but only what they are directed to do when a game scope is limited. Okay, that's kind of off base as well. I don't know if you work in the game industry, but the thing is that like what devs do, they take their creative instinct wherever it goes in certain aspects. Yes, they are directed to do a lot of things, but as a game developer, you have to take what you are given and turn it into something that, gosh, your overhead, your I don't know what the main person would be in charge. I think it's like the head developer because there are probably like 3 or 4 other ones underneath the head one. You have to turn it into something that the head developer never would have even imagined. So you not only have to take his direction or her direction, but you have to make it something that is you. You have to turn it into something that is you. What do you think about Halo Infinite? I never played the games before, so I can't say. Let's see. This is because with what happened, Fallout 76 lost a lot of that trust with them. So not going to hold my breath that anything like Starfield or Redfall will be good until I see it. Yeah, I saw the trailer for Redfall. It looks good. I need to see how the mechanics are though. So yes, good. I was good at those games back in '06. I had every Madden, but this year I'm not getting it because they it's the same game. Was it wasting my money at the same game every time? Yeah, they're recycling constantly. So tomorrow's casual nerd is E3 special, and none of the hundreds of articles you got said are going to be you, Peter. I mean, I'm not going to be using anything like I said like a week ago until next week. So you guys, this week, the starting of this week, are going to be getting a list of what articles are going to be used next Monday. So let's see. Sorry, hipster. Gonna have to go. My PC is about to die. It was only speaking to you after a long time. Hopefully, be able to catch another live stream sometime. 11 Irish blessings. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, Andrew. I hope you have a wonderful rest tonight. Thank you so much. Genshin Impact is a pretty good game, but I really hate the stamina bar mechanics, and I wish it was an MMO instead of being a gacha game. I mean, the thing is that like I love that it's not an MMO, but that's just me. I don't know. I have a love hate relationship with Genshin because like there's so much you gotta do in it to level up, but also the hustle. I love grindy games, you know. So let's see. They take George R. Martin. He's an amazing story writer, but would you trust him to code a game for you? No, not at all. Do you play Mortal Kombat? I don't. I don't. And I'm done with my. No, I'm just joking. Continue on. Hey, what's going around? Spin Me Around store, guys. Okay, listen. I have something to say. Spin Me Around store. This is where I used to work when I lived in New Jersey. Guys, hi. How are you? If it's more than one person watching from Spin Me Around store, hi. How you guys doing? We're talking about E3. We're talking about games. We're talking about how every single game in existence is similar. Not every single game, but pretty darn close. Greetings everyone. A long time no see. Hey Jonathan, how are you? Welcome to the stream, dude. So let's see. Other things that we're going to be going into. Hades. Hades is coming to PS5 and Xbox. I hope you guys are ready for this because Hades is one of the best games, hands down. The way they did the story, the way that they did the process of how the story was done through like not only the graphic design but the concept of taking everything accurately from Greek mythology. That was a winner in my eyes. What I'm saying is the game director, in the end of the day, can okay a certain content or mechanics. It seems like some of the upper management focused on certain content of bottom lines. You're half right. You're half right. The reason that I'm battling with you so much here is because I worked at a game company. I know the ins and outs of it. So I'm not trying. Yeah, I know I'm not trying. I know you're not trying to attack devs, but you're not very. And this is not to be a bitch, but you're not well educated in what there is in a game company. Not a lot of people are, and that's okay because there are the fans, and then we're the people that make the game. We're the people that, are inside who know all the nitty gritty stuff. We don't expect you guys to know the nitty gritty stuff. But the fact of the matter is like it could have been upper management. It could have been one of the devs. We don't really know at the end of the day because they keep everything really, really hush hush. Um, Upper management, HR, PR, all of those places are there to make sure that everything goes out on time and without a hitch and to confront any sort of legal battles that there might be. Like with the developer's job, their job is just to make the game. They don't deal with management or HR unless there's a problem or unless they need to postpone the game. Disney Hades? No. Like legitimate mythology Hades. It really is. It's such a good game. I love it. It's with James Woods returning as the voice. Oh my god, no, please do not get false information. I wish, though. Please, I wish. Hades is coming to the PS4 too. Don't leave us out. We're still aboard. Right, that's right. You guys are getting Hades on the PS4. Oh God, listen, Max, do not get into an argument with Peter. I swear I will have to break you two up like a crisp cookie. Okay? Let's see. What else? 12 minutes. A man stuck in a time loop. That's supposed to be an interesting game. See, that's a unique concept. That is a unique concept. Very, very Groundhog Day. Okay, very Groundhog Day. Um, Doom Eternal is coming to Game Pass, and it's also coming to the Switch. All right. Let's see. Square Enix. Listen, Square Enix. I can admit it didn't have a lot of people happy, but it made me happy. I'm very, very, very happy that all like the first 6 Final Fantasy games are coming to a Steam near you, and iOS and Android. So more mobile game fun. Guardians of the Galaxy finally a game for the movie showing that not only the lengthy gameplay, but the fact that it had good dialogue. Guardians of the Galaxy looks so good. It looks so good. Peter Hipsterbob is warning us again. I'm warning you two, but knock that shit out. Jeez. Let's see. There's Legend of Mana, Black Panther, War for Wakanda, and then you got Hitman Sniper, which is kind of like this the co-op game. I can't believe they're giving a co-op for Hitman. Why? Um, let's see. Final Fantasy Origin. Just one word. Chaos. Chaos. No, she's warning you and defending me. I'm warning both of yous too. All right. Used to just gotta. My New York was coming out there, so there's no such thing as used to except for New York. Oh my god. Um, let's see. Life is Strange is getting a remaster. So for anybody who wants to get Life is Strange, which is also coming to this, which I believe, then it's here. It's your time. Square Enix started off strong, kind of derailed by the end, but it's okay. We still love Square. Um, what else? E3 Day 3 Blankos, which is basically like this virtual collector's thing for figurines and everything like that. You also get to have fun. It's kind of like Fall Guy, but cuter. Um, then you got the Indie Showcase. The Indie Showcase had really cool ones. They have Fallen Aces, old style game that has like stuff with gangs in it from like the 1940s and everything. It's really really cool looking. Larcenauts, Moolander, Nico Ghost Jump. Nico Ghost Jump is one I'm looking forward to. I hope it comes to the Switch because it looks absolutely adorable. It's a ghost cat. It's precious. Okay, I love it. Then you got Extra Galactica, which I another space game that makes no sense to me. And then you have the Capcom Showcase. That's where it all went downhill. Really, if you really look at it, that's where it all went. I'm not picking my papers. Oh god. Okay, that's where it all went downhill. Sony sucks. PlayStation sucks. Now I use PlayStation, PS1, Xbox 360. There's no need to say that a console. Oh, Jesus Christ! I am going to get a migraine. There's no need to say that Sony sucks because in reality they don't. They're providing so many different things. So many different things. Okay? They're providing content. They're providing backwards compatibility. They're providing games being put to the PC. There's so many things that Sony are doing. So please, let's not disrespect Sony over here, okay? Resident Evil, we're getting a DLC. That's all they gave us for Resident Evil, besides the 25th anniversary showcase, which was nice. It was nostalgic. It was really cool. But at the end of the day, I honestly did. If you want to know my true feelings, I was aggravated by the thing, okay? It got more of a spotlight for Ace Attorney Chronicles. Are Sony doing their own instead of... Yes, they are. On the 25th, it's going to be State of Play, so keep an eye out for that. Well, we don't support console wars here. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate you taking care of that. Razer Keynote. This is what saved the day for day 3. Now, the Razer Keynote had the best use of the word ultra I've ever seen in my entire life. And we are going to be going over the gaming laptop. It is AMD Blade 14 pioneering the way gaming laptops actually function. Do you have a Sony PlayStation 3? I do not have any Sony PlayStation at all whatsoever. I've never played on a PlayStation before, but I love their games. I've gotten to play their games on my computer, and it absolutely is amazing. But I am going to be getting a PS5 at some point, if they ever have them back in stock at Best Buy. Has NVIDIA GPU for the laptop, RTX 100 watts, 360, new RTX 3070 or 3080, which is optional in the computer. And it retails a new laptop for $17.99, which is not bad considering the fact that it has all of that in it. Let's see, Razer charger. It's a tiny charger. It charges all the devices, but it's a lot smaller. It's more compact. Then there's Project Hazel, which is the face masks for people who still need to wear N95 mask equipment. I'm definitely going to be getting that and reviewing it. Microsoft is more better graphics wise. That's actually false because we see that they're just as good as Sony, considering the fact that Death Stranding's game, that game was absolutely incredible. That was created by Sony, but Microsoft has really good graphics too. So they're both really good when it comes to graphics work. What else? Okay, and then the last day of E3. We're in the home stretch, you guys. Nintendo Direct. Metroid Dread. Metroid hasn't gotten an update in almost 20 years, and this is the first time that that's happening, so it's really, really cool. The release date is 10/8/2021. I'm very excited for this because that's right near my birthday. It's like, 7 days away from my birthday, so I'm going to totally get that for my birthday. You have DBZ. There's a new power set. Whatchamacallit? I don't own Sony console. Good luck with buying a PS5 or a new AMD video graphics card. The scalpers are everywhere. By the way, Razer made RGB gaming mask and might release it in 2020. That's exactly what I just said. Project Hazel. Project Hazel is the mask that I was talking about that's going to release in 2020. You have Mario Golf. Great. Let's see, Shinji Megami Tensei V. Very excited about that. Danganronpa. You have Fatal Frame. I am so excited for Fatal Frame, Madden of Blackwater. It's more the graphics. Cards can be boosted if you have more of a beefier cards than RTX 3080, but that doesn't take away from the graphics cards that were originally, like Ari said, Death Stranding was gorgeous on console, and it's also gorgeous on PC. If you guys have seen the screenshots from what I posted before, drools. You also have now Legend of Zelda. There's a new game coming out for that. Breath of the Wild Part 2, that's right. 2020, that was last year, wasn't it? Yeah, it was last year. 2021, this year. So, sir, it's coming out 2021. Project Hazel, fourth quarter of this year. Let's see. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, that was the last thing that they said in the Nintendo Direct, but they did not mention was anything about Animal Crossing. So is that gathering dust for them? What's going on? There was no updates whatsoever for Animal Crossing, which kind of worries me. But yeah, that was E3. You guys see why I had a migraine, okay? But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like, we don't support console wars in here. I'm just gonna say this right now. There's a lot that's going on console wise, and I feel like it's really idiotic, to say the least, to take sides when we have so much potential and so much that's going on right now in the gaming industry and world. So if you want to be on a good side, be on the side that supports all work, not just one, because oh my god, I have to have a vendetta. Like, awesome. I love Project Hazel, and it's a good idea for mass with speaker. It doesn't have speakers. Those aren't speakers, my friend. It's those are reusable. What was it? Respirators. You guys ever seen Metro Exodus? You know, like the gas masks with the changeable filters. Those are filters. They're not speakers. So. Let's see, a few months Razer announcing its Hazel mask. Yeah, I meant to say by the end of 2021. Okay. When will the Switch Pro come out? Nintendo lied. They didn't lie. They just didn't say when it was coming out yet, which they're probably going to be announcing at some point. We just don't know. The fact of the matter is that it doesn't matter if they don't announce something. They're probably going to announce something later on, you know? Since you have a gaming PC, check out the game on Steam called Undefeated, which is like a Superman game. I don't really like superhero games, but I'll definitely check it out. Zelda is a Mario. I'm not too excited about that. Not sure if I said this before, but data miners found in Animal Crossing's New Horizon there's being signs of future island expansions. See, this is why we can't say, "Oh my God, Nintendo did this, Nintendo did that." Why did they not say anything? Like, there's always something that is on the horizon. No pun intended. There's always something that's being worked on, and I feel like so many people are eager to say, "Oh, they lied to us, bastards." No, they just don't want to say and spill absolutely everything all at the same time. Um, let's see. It's not about my amazing defeated Taz undefeated. So I mean, like, yeah, I understand why people get hyped over exclusivities. Hell, I would be lying if I said I didn't get a little bit happy that there were more exclusives on Xbox. That way, people would stop complaining that there weren't any. But the fact of the matter is like, you guys can see, I have two Switches behind me. I have a PC. I have an Xbox, and I'm soon gonna have a PS5. If you could learn anything from me, anything at all, if you could take away absolutely anything, is that you don't have to hate other consoles just because you have a bias. You can have a bias. I have a bias towards Microsoft, but that doesn't mean I'm going to just say that, oh, this other company, they're so bad. They give boo boos. Like, no. Literally know 0.5% about gaming. Only had a Wii and got an Xbox 360 for free when my dad bought a new PC in 2012. But my roommate plays video games, so I have to learn the gaming culture. Well, the gaming culture is this: be nice to others who are in the gaming space. Don't assume that game companies are going to just hand over information to you because they are the game companies. And remember, console wars are bad. I'm actually liking this idea of games going to other platforms. I think it's great that more can enjoy games that others have already loved. Yeah, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm playing that after Man of Maiden, and I'm really, really excited about it. Just because you're playing on a different platform doesn't mean you're not playing the same game. Exactly. 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 So, I was about to say something. I just lost my train of thought. What time is it right now? It's 5:16. Okay, we got a little bit of time. If you guys have any questions about upcoming videos or anything like that, please ask them now. Or, I don't know, you can remain silent. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Oh, man, but yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please be sure to leave a comment and we'll discuss it. So, let's see. So, what if you or me gets 1.6 frame FPS more than the other? Bollocks. Who cares? Honestly, seriously, who cares? Yeah. I mean, who cares that my PC gets a better frame rate than a console? Who cares? Just joking. Oh man, see, this is me just trying to start shit. I think it's funny. I only played 4 hours on the Xbox 360 with Sonic 3D racing game. Console wars are awful. Cool portable console called the Retroid Pocket came out in 2020 and can emulate up to Sega Dreamcast. See, I love that. That's really cool. I love the Sega Dreamcast. I remember that. What are your top three favorite and least favorite game genres? My top three favorite are horror, action adventure, and fantasy, but fantasy done the right way, like The Witcher, you know. Um, Least favorite, sports, absolutely. Um, Roblox, because even though that's a game, it's all in its own category. Um, my third least favorite game genre, I would have to say like building games and everything like that, like the mobile app where it's like build your empire now. Like, please peek me sideways. Um, Up to Sega Dreamcast, so up to Sega's last and final console. Pretty much. Oh my gosh, the Dreamcast was something else. That was, man, that's retro. If I haven't seen anything, that goes like I can't believe we're even talking about the Dreamcast. That's an oldie but a goodie. My goodness gracious. Wow. No, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, that's E3. Everything that we discussed tonight, everything we went over, it was one hell of a conference, you guys. Seriously. Yeah, but emulates, what is it? MAME, Atari, PS1, PSP, Nintendo DS, NES, SNES, Neo Geo, and pretty much any arcade cabinet from 1995. Oh my gosh. It was actually a smart move by Sega. Basically, they bailed out of the console wars, which was great for them because they made games that, yeah, guaranteed a profit for them. Not only that, the fact of the matter that they knew they couldn't compete when it came time for the showcase in '95. Whenever they released the price point for the PS1, Sega knew that they couldn't compete with it, so Atari just left. Atari and Sega, they're like, I'm outie, okay. I have two Dreamcasts, the English version and the Japanese version. Very nice. That's epic. That's like a collector thing right there. I love that. You guys are not going to believe this. This person who I told you about oh my god. I posted a tweet on Twitter. I'm going to deal with it after the stream. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Are there any other comments I missed? Okay, so since we only have like 10 minutes left, is there any questions that you guys have at all, or any just last minute topics that you guys want to cover before we get into it? Also, did you check out the Sony Nintendo console hybrid that I told you about? Seriously, there's only one in existence. I have not. I completely forgot. Actually, I'm sorry. Oh goodness me. Okay, no, I did not miss any other comments. Okay, so we have time for one more topic. Excuse me. And then we're going to get going. This stream was fun. It was really fun to get to just sit down with you guys, chill, talk about E3. Next week is just going to be another chill stream. Hopefully, at some point, I want to be able to play some Switch games on stream. If that's going to be possible, I don't know. Hint, hint. But yeah, I want to be able to play some Hades on stream. That would be so much fun. Hades, um, uh, Wild Goose Game, I think it's called. Like those games, I love. Coffee Talk, oh my god, have a chill stream and just like make drink orders with you guys. That would be just so much fun. You have a question? Okay, Max, send question away. Fire away. You got this. Let's see. I have ever tried PlayStation Home. It was ahead of its time. Are you asking me if I've ever played PlayStation Home? I don't have a PlayStation to do that. So, what would coffee say if it could talk? Oh man, yeah, no, I never played PlayStation before, so I don't. I never tried PlayStation Home. It's going to take a few posts, so bear with me. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Oh, I got a bug bite. No, no, darn bug bites. Ugh. I've heard that. Let's see, the new portable console came out. Excuse me. The gaming PC 5 years ago called the GPD when Max. It was a Core i7. What is it? Core i7 1165 16 gigabyte RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. Also has 2 flop GPU. Oh wow! It came out PS3, but it got shut down in 2015. Then no, yeah, I wouldn't have definitely played it because I never owned a PS anything. What do you think about the idea that games are becoming more than just simply methods of entertainment? For example, last year we saw The Last of Us Part 2 take Game of the Year, but there were many others worthy. Ooh, okay, so this is getting interesting. This is getting very, very interesting. I can already tell it's going to be an interesting question. very much in anticipation right now of what the last part of the question is going to be. Let's see. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything else. As we shadow, but most of all, Animal Crossing is a Switch because the console, that console and game really did help people cope with the lockdown of the pandemic, and it wouldn't be all surprised if it dot dot dot. This is anticipation. Anticipation. What? That's not a word. That's not a word. I don't know what anticipation is. I don't know what anticipation is. That's not a word. I've been up since 5 a.m. Please bear with me. I'm saving lives. And then we have Hellblade with Sacrifice. Deal with the topic that is very, very rarely ever even approached. Let alone tackled in the game world, that being mental illness. Okay, so what do I think that of the idea that games are becoming more than just simply methods of entertainment? Will I do a review of CS 2021 since they have a few consoles at the expo? Quite possibly, yes. Um, I think that the fact that games are becoming more than just merely games, I think it's amazing that we can immerse ourselves fully into a universe that isn't just a game. You know, it's something that's relatable. It's something that's you can conscientize it. You can fathom that something like that can actually happen, which makes it a little scarier to say the least because people's brains who make the game actually go there and put themselves into that universe. But I think it's really beneficial for the person if they see reality and play through it, which also helps during therapy sessions if you think about it. Because if the person plays through a situation that they've been in, which is called exposure therapy, they're actually getting more help than you would think not. Seeing windows into that kind of lives we haven't even happens with genders. We're seeing more games with female protagonists, meaning any games, gamers especially better seeing a world through. This is very true. We're seeing so many more games with female protagonists, and I think it's so beneficial and healthy for men to see that you can play as an amazing woman. You can play as this amazing, just kick ass woman, and I love this energy so much. You know, what was it? Even the girl who is in Stranger Colors, Life is Strange. She's bisexual, and an Asian character, which we don't normally see a lot of the time, which is great. CES created E3 since he has a lot of cool technology demonstrators. However, not all the tech gets released soon or it gets scalped away by the time the tech comes out in the market. Oh god, it's just irritating. In the eyes of a woman, so how do you feel that the idea that games are becoming something that's no longer more than just a hobby, but far more than anything anyone could have ever predicted? I love it. I love the fact that we get to sit down and we get to be in these vibrant worlds that are actually based on some cases off of reality. It's going to be scary to some because sometimes they just want to get away from all of that. So I can see the downfall for some potentially, but in the grand scheme of things, games are based off of reality that can work either really well or really bad, depending on how you look at it. Because to me, many games like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima are practically interactive storybooks. Exactly. That's the way I feel about Man of Medan so far. Like, it's an interactive movie. You're watching and you're playing all this through, and you have to use your moral compass. You have to see everything through to the end. And it's really playing so much on psychology. Like, every game that I've reviewed can be a psychological game in some aspect or another. Even MMOs, you can attach psychology to it. And it's so cool to see like all these different games play off of parts of reality. And I love that so much. I love that it doesn't, when we were kids and playing The Lion King, on the NES or whatever it was on, I think it was on the PlayStation 1. I would see my friends play the Lion King game, and I would see them go through it and everything like that. It's like, that's not relatable. It's like, I wanna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. Like, I can't, like, It's like, what, how can I relate to being a mighty king? I can't do that. And then you see games like Senate with Sacrifice. Someone out there can relate to having schizophrenia. Like, I love games like this that we can relate to. Have you ever watched a video game Donkey? He makes good reviews of video games and has a great sense of humor. I never saw him before. Also, speaking of the characters of Color Forspoken, I love that game. It looks so good. I'm loving the look of the protagonist. She's so awesome. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that as well. But yeah, that is actually all we have time for tonight. I wanted to let it simmer down. We actually ended like the conversation on a really great note. But you guys, I do have to say thank you so much for joining me for tonight's. I was about to say podcast. I need sleep. So, but you guys, if you all like my face of what I do, please be sure to subscribe, hit the bell down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow's 2 videos because we're gonna be going through a lot. You said you'd review a game even if it wasn't your type of game. So when's your Fortnite review coming? Even Fortnite. Oh my god. You know what? If I have to, I will. But I've played it before, and it's just so cringy. Oh god, it looks like somebody who made that was on an acid trip. It just looks, oh god. But you know what? I may do a blog post about it because you're right. You're honestly right. But you guys, I will talk to you all later. I'm probably going to be going to have some food right now, stack a little more wood, and then I'm going to just probably go to sleep because holy crap, I'm tired. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for the wonderful stream. It was so much fun just getting to chill and chat with you guys. And I will see you all in the next videos tomorrow. What? No, what happened? What happened? What happened? Okay. Looks like we're pausing for a second. I don't know what happened. All right, we're still live as of right now. But what happened? Someone said Max said no in the chat, so I kind of want to see what's going on. Have a good night. Thank you, Sander. I appreciate that. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm just going to. I think he's reacting to Fortnite. Oh, okay, okay, all right. Then I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye, you guys. Have a wonderful night and do all the things that make you happy. And I don't know why this isn't ending. Okay, here we go. Bye, guys.